You're on record.
Okay, I'd like to call to order this meeting of the Minor Site Plan and Subdivision Committee of the Parsippany Planning Board. Announcement is made that adequate notice of this meeting has been given and that it is being conducted in accordance with NJSA 10:4-6 exec of the New Jersey Open Public Meetings Act. Nora, will you please call the roll?
Mr. Didich.
Here.
Mr. Mealy.
Here.
Mr. Napolitano.
Here.
Chairman Mack.
Present.
Ms. Winters, our board planner. Mr. Canjiano, our board engineer. Ms. Steinley, our board attorney.
I wish I was an engineer, but.
Did I mix the two guys up? You know what you did.
Yeah.
Our board.
Okay, Pledge of Allegiance. Want to start us? I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, this meeting is open to the general public. Is there anybody wishing to bring forward any business that's not on our agenda? Seeing none, let's move forward with application 24:513. Is that you, sir, I guess? Yes, 19 and 21 Lincoln.
All right, if you please raise your right hand, do you swear or affirm that the testimony that you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right, and you can just speak into the microphone, say state your name, spell your last name, and provide your address for the record.
Sure. My name is Nakul Kasadwala. First name is Nakul, spelling Nakul. Last name Kasadwala, Kasadwala. I'm representing the owner of this property. I think the authorization letter is already with you. And my personal resident address is 102 Minnehaha Boulevard, Lake Hiawatha, New Jersey, 07034. I stay literally 5 minutes walking distance from the subject property.
Thank you.
You must walk pretty fast if you're Minnehaha. Okay. All
Have a
right.
seat?
Yeah, feel free to sit down. So you're not an engineer or surveyor, you were just representing the owner?
Yeah, I'm representing the owner, but I'm a local builder here.
Okay.
And I had built 5 houses in 07034 zip code, that's Lake Hiawatha, in last 3 years. And I'm doing one major renovation next to this property, as such,
Okay.
like 2-3 property away from this property. I built 3 houses in Lake Parsippany area also. I had gone through the process of C variance and D variance, so I know a lot of stuff about the zoning board as such, but I'm coming first time in front of the planning board. But I regularly look out for all the videos online for my education purpose.
Okay, are you actually going to be building this property?
That's the plan just now, but as the thing goes, something may change. But just now, as you know, this is a charitable trust, and I'm affiliated with them since many years. So I'm helping them out on a lot of stuff related to construction, because that's the main bread and butter for me, and I'm doing it full time now.
Okay, all right. So you want to just give us a quick overview of what you're proposing right now?
You want to do the waivers real quick?
Oh, sorry, waivers, yeah.
Real simple, waivers for the letter of exemption from DEP or documentation showing that no wetlands exist. The property has no mapped wetlands from, as far as the New Jersey GeoWeb shows, if or when you go to submit permits for the actual building, that may be required, but for the subdivision, we don't object to it not being provided.
Yeah, I had done I had done a few wetland delineation also.
Okay.
And I know about this property and the area like back of my hand. There is no way there can be any wetland.
Okay.
I'll just adjust this mic so I don't have to hold it. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Proper? Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
So
So,
we just need a vote for the,
yeah, how many, was that the only waiver?
that's the only waiver.
All right, can I have a motion to accept the waivers?
Mr. Chairman, a motion to approve the waivers as noted.
Second, Dedich.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
I guess we're unanimous. All right. Let's, so we can move forward. You want to just tell us briefly what you're proposing?
Sure. As the pictorial things has been also submitted at the initial stage, just for the representative purpose, I just opened the Google map also. So these are the two properties.
I'm sorry, we
Yeah.
can't accept that type of exhibit unless we mark it, and we have to have physical copies, so
Okay, fine.
We'll
So,
just-
yep, I don't have a physical copy. I was just trying to show from picture perspective, but maybe at the initial application, when I did it, I submitted the pictures and the initial assessment of the stuff. So basically, these are the two lots next to each other. The lot size of each lot is 50 by 150. So that is give or take 7,500 square foot lot. It is in R4 zone, and the requirement is of 6,000 square feet. But the front lot should be 60 feet as per the zoning, and it is 50 just now. So it's a two lot next to each other, which are non-conforming from the front width of the property as such. Otherwise, there is like from the zoning perspective, it meets all the requirement. These two lots are owned by the trust, and as you can see, those are both are two small bungalows are there. It's a typical thing in the upper and the lower Lake Hiawatha section. Those are really old houses, especially the property on the left side, which was bought later. It requires a lot of maintenance, and its continuous attention is needed there in a way. So basically, there are two homes are currently occupied by the two families of the priest, which serves this trust as such, and due to continuous maintenance and everything, the logical decision was made that let's have a bigger house there, and where all the people can stay together, and we can have more amenities there, and it can be current, and we don't have a maintenance headache and going further as such. So we were thinking about that, and so we thought that it's better to merge the lot, which is like a very odd request in Lake Hiawatha or the Parsippany area, where people come for the subdivision, not the merger as such. Once the new house will be built, it will only conform to our township laws, because the new lot will be 100 by 150 in the R4 zone. So just now the front lot width is 50, which is not complying with the R4 zone. We will comply with that. It will be a little bit oversized lot compared to R4 zone, but we are complying with the zoning there. And we'll add to the overall beauty of the area. If you know that street as well, like literally 90-degree opposite to that, there is a big temple has been built in 2019. It's one of the most beautiful building, I will say. And on the end of the street also, there is a new construction was made in 2019, which is like very similar big lot just before the school. So it will comply with and it will suit more in that area as such from the street perspective. On top of it, as the Lake Hiawatha area and the Lake Parsippany area is changing, a lot of new constructions are happening on the lots where the small bungalows are there. So here we are not asking for two houses, we are merging the lot, making the lot compliance with the zoning, and the new house will be built. We are still working on the new house, how it will be, but we are not looking for any variance there on such a big lot. And it will be typical colonial house with the two-car garage and respective bedroom and the bathrooms as such. So we got the feedback from the sewer and the water department, which whom I had worked a lot also. They are okay with that. That letters are with you guys. I will say that's it on this side. Like we are bringing a brand new home to this area, and which will comply with everything comparatively. We are not looking for any variance here. We are just merging the lot and planning to demolish the two existing small bungalow, which needs a lot of maintenance and work. I will not hesitate to say the left side of the house, which is like covered by the bushes, is a little bit of an eyesore from the look wise also, and internally from the maintenance perspective also. So we are looking for the approval to merge this lot. Once it is done, we'll demolish the house and we'll build the new house. Plan is to do sometime next year, the new construction. That's it from my side.
So is everything going to be removed from the existing lots before you build?
Yes,
So all improvements?
Yeah, everything will be new. Existing foundation, it's a crawl space in both the house. Everything will be removed, and we are going to create a new house with the basement. So
Okay.
everything needs to be out.
Just one last question. The plan doesn't show it that we have, but is there gonna be a driveway?
Definitely, there will be a driveway on the right side of the, once the lot will be merged, we are planning to put two-car driveway house, garage house. The driveway will be on the right side of the property.
Okay, so you're not gonna be able to use the existing curb cuts, correct?
Yeah, we will not able to use the existing curb. Once the house is finalized, we'll try to use the right side house driveway just now, but we are not sure because how the house would fit. And maybe we have to, definitely for the left side house, we have to raise the curb where the driveway is there. But for the right side house, we may use partial curb or we don't know as such. Like as we go, we'll play around that.
Okay, I mean, because we do have a requirement that you have to be 5 feet off the property line if it's.
Oh, for sure. We are not
And I
looking
don't
for
believe the
variance.
existing one looks like it's
Oh.
more than, like, it looks like it's closer than 5 feet.
For sure, we'll take care of it. We are not looking for the variance for that.
Okay, so, as part of this plan, when you do your improvements, are you gonna remove the existing curb cuts?
I beg your pardon.
Are you gonna remove the existing curb cuts and restore?
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
Right.
normally as a builder we do. Whenever we put the new driveway, wherever the driveway line is, we depress that part of the curb. And if any part of the curb in the property line is depressed, we raise it and we comply with the Parsippany engineering. I've done that like 7, 8 times, so we'll follow the same procedure.
okay, so, any other board members have any questions?
I do. Thank you. They have like 4 sheds between the 2 properties. What's going on with those?
So basically, there is a comment also from the planner that although not noted in the application, the proposed removal of the existing sheds on the properties will eliminate existing non-conforming with respect to the accessories building setback. So any shade which is not complying with the zoning, definitely will remove that. But anything complying, we'll try to keep it and use it if it doesn't come in the way of the home. So as the home plan will be built, we'll take care of that.
Okay. Is this natural gas or is there oil on this property?
I'm pretty sure there is a gas on the street. I'm not sure about the houses. I need to check that. But as a part of a procedure before the demolition, we need to remove the NJNG gas line and we'll follow that process. And definitely if the gas line is there, which I'm pretty sure, we'll bring the heating through the gas only.
Okay. That's it.
Anybody else? Ms. Winter, do you have any questions?
Not really, it's, 2 non-conforming lots, and you're making a compliant lot, it's a right by right application.
Okay. Mr. Canjiano?
Just a follow-up, just as a condition, since it's a lot consolidation and you'll be recording that, become one lot, I would make it, the recording of that to be conditional on the demolition of the building, so you don't have a situation that you have 2 principal dwellings on one lot. So I would recommend that the approval is conditional on demolition of the improvements prior to recording of the lot consolidation,
Okay.
prior to perfecting the lot consolidation. Otherwise, you'll have an issue with principal structures, 2 principal structures on one lot,
Makes sense.
or accessory structures on a lot.
Absolutely
without
makes sense. Just a
principal.
follow-up question on that for that? That's the intention that we are going to demolish the house, but you're saying that the recording will be done after the demolition of the house.
It really should, yes, it should be done after the demolition.
Can I apply to the building, for the building permit before the recording, just to do
Yeah,
some
it
parallelism
should not
there?
have any effect on your ability to get a demolition permit.
And the construction permit also? Because both are different
Permit
permits.
would be separate.
Yeah.
You have to do a separate filing for the bill for the.
Exactly,
demolition.
so most of the time is consumed by the building permit rather than the demolition permit. So generally, we try to do something in parallel, so that way we don't lose the time, because
I understand that, and maybe our council will chime in, but I just to protect the township, I don't want a situation where you have a non-conforming dwellings up and in case, and the lot being recorded and the building's not coming down. That's the issue.
that's fine.
Yeah, I'm going to interrupt if that's okay. No, you cannot begin construction until you're fully finished with the board. And you submitting the recorded deed is part of
Makes sense.
getting through the board. And I'm going to suppose there's also going to be the new subdivision map that will be stamped and signed as well, which is, as you know, is the very last
Yep,
piece.
I don't want to start the construction, I want to start the process of applying to the building permit. I'm not going to start any construction till
Right, I don't know that they will, if this was a commercial, they would do simultaneous, but this is a residential.
Okay, makes sense. So I will work on the timeline also, because some people are staying there, so I need to give them the timeline that when they will be back, so I will add that as a part of the timeline for me.
All right.
One more question in. Sorry. So you said this is two families are going to merge into one house, is that right?
Yeah, so basically, there are, this house is currently occupied by the two family of the priest who serve
Okay.
to the charitable trust, which is like a temple, 90-degree opposite to this house as such.
Right, and then the driveway you're going to propose is going to fit all these cars, plus a garage?
So, there are two-car garage we are proposing, and the driveway will easily accommodate at least 4 cars. So at least 6 cars can be accommodated easily. And if we need a more space, I'm pretty sure we will not exceed the impervious coverage by expanding the driveway.
Yeah.
But the front width for the curb will put 24 feet from the engineering perspective. But after the right of way, we can expand the driveway, and maybe we can accommodate 6 cars also if we need to.
Okay.
We'll go as we play around, but I think 6-car parking, including 2-car garage, should
Okay.
be sufficient.
All right.
And I'll just add, it's in my letter though, but this is just for lot consolidation. That's what this approval is for. Obviously, full engineering plot plan, as you, sounds like you're familiar with, needs to go to the Township Engineering Office for review. And inclusion, with that, you'll need the minor development criteria for stormwater, dry wells, and, the full review from engineering and building codes
Right.
and zoning for whatever you're proposing for the
Sure.
house.
We'll take care of that. Just now, my 3 applications are in the engineering for the other projects. Brandon is the person who takes care of it. We'll take care of the stormwater and the full engineering plan, so they will review it, approve it, and then only I will, the building department will start considering my application. We'll take care of that.
Okay, anybody else? All right, now it's time to open to the public, I guess?
Yep.
Okay, any members of the public wish to speak in favor or in opposition to this application? Please step forward. All right, seeing none, I move to close the public portion. What do we do now? I just move it, or do we have to vote on it?
You don't have to take a vote to open or close to the public.
Okay, close the public portion. What's the feeling? Do we need to go into discussion, or we just want to go for a vote? Okay, can somebody please make a motion to approve or deny this application?
Mr. Chairman, a motion to approve application number 24:513, Nakul Kasadwala, 19 and 21 Lincoln Avenue, Block 608, Lot 12 and 13, minor subdivision for lot merger, with the condition as listed.
So the applicant will comply with the township department and board professional letters and
Sure.
comments and recommendations. And if the development on the property is non-conforming to the township code, you have to come back for additional relief. And the recording of the deed for merger will be conditioned upon the demolition of the principal dwellings on the property and any other improvements that are going to be removed. And the applicant will seek all engineering and other township approvals as required.
Yes, for sure.
So that's the motion. We need a second.
Second, Mealy.
Thanks, because Nick was on his phone, so.
Did each,
Do it.
Yes.
did each, Neely,
Yes.
Napolitano?
Yes.
Neff.
Yes, all right, motion's approved.
Thank you very much, really appreciate that. Have a wonderful evening.
Can,
I know we approved it, but did we have a condition
Can-
of demolition before?
Yes, yeah.
can I have a motion to adjourn the minor?
So moved.
And all in favor?
Aye.
All right, meeting over.
You have a good night.
And we're done on time.
The adult table.
on West End
You're on record.
compared to what stands in for?
Meeting of the Township of Parsippany-Troy Hills Planning Board for Monday, November 4th, 2024 at 7:30 PM. Nora, would you call the roll, please?
Mr. Deeds.
Here.
Mr. DePiero.
Here.
Councilman McGrath.
Here.
Mr. Mealy.
Here.
Mr. Matt.
Present.
Mr. Napolitano.
Here.
Mr. Shaw.
Here.
Mr. Stanziel.
Here.
Chairman Dinsmore.
Here.
We also have a board planner, Ms. Winter, our board engineer, Mr. Canjiano, and our board attorney, Ms. Dunn.
Announcement is made that adequate notice of this meeting has been given, that it's being conducted in accordance with NJSA 10:4-6 at sec of the New Jersey Open Public Meetings Act. If we could stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. This meeting is open to the general public. Is there anyone here who has something that is not on our agenda that would like to present to us tonight? Hearing and seeing none. First off, we have some resolutions. That were emailed out. Do you have those?
This was the district.
We have a resolution for the district at 1515 in Milagros.
So the district at 1515, the resolution, I received a couple comments from the applicant's attorney. Just some minor changes, a clarification on page 6 about indicating the drawing sheet where the reference to the signage would be located. And on page 9, some additional clarification that regarding the signage on building B and building C. And then throughout an edit that the amended preliminary and final site plan approval included a conditional use and C variance relief.
All right. Does anybody have any questions about the resolutions? Nora emailed them out this morning.
Yes, I want to apologize, I did not give you the page of who can vote. So those who can are Dedeach, DiPiero, McGrath, Meth, Napolitano, Stanziel, and Dinsmore. That's for both of them.
All right. Shall we move them both together? Do I have somebody willing to move these resolutions, or are there any questions before we go?
I just had one more comment for the Milagros resolution. There's an edit from the applicant's attorney about, on page 5, regarding the testimony on the fencing around the storage container. The fence will be 8 feet high, so that requires an additional variance, so that relief was also part of the approval.
Wait a minute, I apologize, hold on. You know, I need to go into each one. I apologize. We had Milagros and the 1515, so please forgive me in what I just said. Okay. And they are different, so,
You could just,
you saw who could vote, I did send that out.
you could just call those who are eligible
I
to
will.
vote. Okay.
Okay. So, well, Dedeach, DiPiero, McGrath, Matt, Napolitano, Shaw, and Dinsmore can vote, so who wants to make the motion? This is for Milagros.
All right, we'll do them one at a time. Let's do Milagros. Do I have somebody who has,
I'll make a motion to approve the resolution for Milagros.
do I have a second?
Who
Nora, would you-
seconded it?
Second.
Okay, Dedeach,
Yes.
DiPiero,
Yes.
McGrath,
Yes.
Matt,
Yes.
Napolitano,
Yes.
Shaw,
Yes.
Dinsmore.
Yes.
just get the,
And the same group are eligible for
no,
15.
I apologize, I was looking at something incorrect, so. So, we have Didich, DiPiero, Math, Napolitano, Shaw, and Dinsmore on this one, so if somebody would like to make a motion.
Mr. Chairman, a motion to approve application number 24:522 at 1515 Route 10.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Thank you, Mr. Shaw. Nora, would you call the roll, please?
Didich,
Yes.
DiPiero,
Yes.
Math,
Yes.
Napolitano,
Abstain.
Shaw,
Yes.
Dinsmore.
Yes. All right. So we have an agenda tonight. We start off with our 169 Lackawanna Avenue, Block 136, Lot 33. It's actually for a study for an area in need of development, and I'm going to turn it over to our planner. She is going to walk us through this.
All right. So this is not our first rodeo, but the purpose of tonight's meeting is to determine whether or not the 169 Lackawanna Avenue study area meets statutory requirements to be determined an area in need of redevelopment. Preliminary investigation, essentially an existing conditions report. The study area is one lot at 169 Lackawanna. Block 136, Lot 33, is a 20.63 acre parcel with a 3-story, 284,000 square foot commercial office building and associated parking lots in the SED 5A Specialized Economic Development District. The building was originally constructed in 2001 as a single-user office and data center for New York Life, who occupied it until 2016 when it was conveyed by deed in lieu of foreclosure. The building was modernized at that time for multi-tenant use with Class A amenities, but has never been fully leased out since. There's currently one tenant occupying less than 10% of the building who will be leaving at the end of the year. As we are all well aware, Parsippany is in the middle of a historically high vacancy rate for its office buildings. Many of the older buildings have become functionally obsolete with the rise of remote work and corporate tenants downsizing their office spaces into higher quality buildings and new construction. The assessed value of this particular property has dropped by $3.5 million over the last 3 years. On August 5th, I did a site visit which showed evidence of water damage and mold. The parking lot exhibits extensive cracking and holes. There are low spots in the paving which would create ponding, and standing water can be a breeding ground for mosquitoes and the illnesses they carry. So the redevelopment law provides for 8 different criterion to determine if an area qualifies as in need of redevelopment. The important thing to note is that a study area only has to meet one of these criteria to qualify. The first, criterion A, as documented, the generality of buildings are substandard, unsafe, unsanitary, dilapidated, and obsolescent. Criteria B, the discontinuance of the use of a building or buildings previously used for commercial purposes or significant vacancies of such buildings for at least 2 consecutive years. And as the use will be discontinued as of the end of this year, and it has had significant vacancies since 2016. Criterion C does not apply, but it also qualifies under criterion D, which builds on the previous criteria A. The building is dilapidated, obsolescent in the current marketplace, and it shows a faulty arrangement and design and obsolete layout. The pending vacancy will result in a lack of productive use, resulting in a site that will support no jobs and be of no public benefit. Criterion E, F, and G do not apply. And finally, it qualifies under criterion H. The study area is located in the PA1, or the Metropolitan Planning Area of the state plan. And the intention of this is to provide for much of the state's future redevelopment, revitalize cities and towns, promote growth in compact forms, stabilize older suburbs, redesign areas of sprawl, and protect the character of existing stable communities. In conclusion, the study area qualifies under local redevelopment and housing law under 4 of the 8 criteria. Therefore, I recommend that the planning board find as such and recommend to the council that the 169 Lackawanna Avenue study area be declared an area in need of redevelopment. And any questions?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Did you say that there is someone actually occupied in there right now?
There's one tenant currently. They take about 18,000 square feet of a 284,000 square foot building, but their lease is up at the end of the year.
And are they working anywhere near these mold spots that you photographed? And I mean, it seems pretty unsafe for people to work in this building.
Well, this study didn't go so far as test mold, but it can cause a health hazard.
Right. I'm looking at the photos that you provided.
Mhm.
I mean, I can see why they're leaving at the end of the year. So, and who actually is responsible for maintaining that building? The owner of the building, not that tenant?
Yeah, the owner would be responsible. Those areas were not in tenant occupied spaces.
Okay, well, that's good to hear. And is there a new owner? Or is this gonna be the same owner? Do we know that?
It is the owner that's currently.
The owner currently there who had this kind of building that's unsafe for people to work in?
I believe it was bought, let me see if I clearly state that here.
I guess my question is, the same exact owner who's letting their other building fall apart and become decrepit, are they gonna do the same thing with the new building they're gonna build?
I would hope not.
Right. Okay.
Can we ask, is there a potential new tenant going in there? Who it is? Or what industry it is?
I believe they're looking for warehousing.
Warehousing?
That's a good spot for it.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so we don't know who is gonna own it and what they're gonna do with it once the area is given the permission to be redeveloped. Quite often, people will then sell the property to somebody who's going to
Yeah,
develop.
my understanding is that the current owner will be the one who develops the
Okay.
property.
Okay.
Once that building's built, whether they lease it out or sell it, I can't answer that.
Well, it's not really in our purview,
No.
but it's
Nobody wants office?
sometimes matters to the board.
They don't have to be.
Any other questions by members of the board on this particular issue? We've seen a number of these at this point, but here's a spot that looks like it's a lot more reasonable for warehousing to be.
I'm just hoping that if it's the same owner, that they do take better care of their property if they're coming to us and the town council to.
One of the issues with these vacant or nearly vacant buildings and maintaining them becomes just because you don't have people in there daily, you don't notice the problems right away. So they're become harder to fix.
Yep. Okay.
Yep. Any other questions by members of the board? No? Okay. Is there any discussion that anybody wishes to have? We need to ask the public if there's any.
Yes.
All right, are there any members of the public who have any comments or questions on this topic? Hearing and seeing none. Any desire for further discussion, or do we want to move to a resolution? So all we're doing is recommending to the council that they declare it an area in need of redevelopment. I've got my language right.
And we'll see usually the proposed redevelopment plan for consistency with the master plan
Yes.
is the next step, correct? So next time we see it?
Mhm.
Okay. At that time, we should have an idea of what they're looking.
Well, we've got two on our agenda tonight.
Two more referrals.
Two more referrals.
Mr. Chairman, is this
That's
the one
beginning.
that you say it's not inconsistent with the master plan? Is
No.
that how this
No.
one goes?
No.
This one is just whether
Yeah,
you
the next
accept
one.
the report of the planner and would recommend to the council that this property be designated as an area in need of redevelopment.
Okay.
The next one we do that.
Okay.
So do I hear a motion approving the planner's report, to send the planner's report to the council, and that we agree with her findings that this is an area in need of redevelopment?
Motion, Meth.
Do I have a second?
Second, Deitch.
Nora, would you call the roll, please?
Deitch,
Yes.
DePiero,
Yes.
McGrath,
Yes.
Neely,
Yes.
Matt,
Yes.
Napolitano,
Yes.
Shaw,
Yes.
Stanzio,
Yes.
Dinsmore.
Yes. All right, that moves us next to 2 Sylvan Way, Block 202, Lot 1.1, referral for area needed redevelopment. Christine, I'm going to turn to you.
So basically, the town council has asked the board to look into this property as an area that needs to be redeveloped, and I would be writing a similar report for that.
So all we're doing is we're asking you to write a report based on a referral from the council.
Correct.
All right? Is there any real need of discussion? Because what she'll do is just present the report just like she presented just now. And we have multiple steps, multiple bites at this apple, so it's not a done deal. We're just getting her to report on it.
And then we'll be getting this similar packet about that?
Similar packet
Okay.
for that specific property.
I'll make a motion.
Do I have a second?
I'm sorry, real quick, is there any
Second.
way to get, sorry, Mike, any way to get pictures of the area from like a couple years ago? And then, I mean, you're gonna go out and take more pictures
Mhm.
this time around. Is there any other pictures on file anywhere you could figure out and find, if possible?
I mean, I can look at previous street view from
Okay.
Google.
I really appreciate that, thank you.
Yep.
All right, so I've got a motion and a second.
Second, yes.
All right.
I'm sorry, who seconded that?
Shaw.
Shaw. Didich,
Yes.
DePiero,
Yes.
McGrath,
Yes.
Neely.
Yes.
Matt,
Yes.
Napolitano.
Yes?
Shaw,
Yes.
Stanzio,
Yes.
Dinsmore.
Yes. All right, and number 4, Gate Hall Drive, Block 175, Lot 5, we're doing exactly the same thing. We're just going to ask the planner to present a report on whether this should be an area in need of redevelopment.
I'll make a motion.
Do I have a second?
Second, Dadich.
Nora, would you call the roll, please?
Didich,
Yes.
DePiero,
Yes.
McGrath.
Yes.
Neely.
Yes.
Matt,
Yes.
Napolitano.
Yes.
Shaw,
Yes.
Stanzio,
Yes.
Dinsmore.
Yes. All right, we've passed both of these things. Is there anything else that needs to come before this board at this time? Hearing and seeing none, I need a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Anybody opposed? So ordered.
Good meeting.
Thanks.